Sahasrara Chakra. When the actions of the yogi are, through the service of the lotus feet of his guru, in all respects good, then he will see above it, i.e., Agya Chakra, the form of the Mahavatar, and will ever hold in the lotus of his hand the siddhi of speech. The Mahavatar, which is the place of dissolution of Vayu, is the half of Shiva, and like the plough in shape, is tranquil and grants boons and dispels fear, and makes manifest pure intelligence, buddhi. Above all these, in the vacant space wherein is Shankini Nadi, and below Visarg is the lotus of 1,000 petals. This lotus, lustrous and whiter than the full moon, has its head turned downward. It charms. Its clustered filaments are tinged with the color of the young Sunday. Its body is luminous with the letters beginning with A, and it is the absolute bliss. Within it, Sahasrara, is the full moon, without the mark of the hair, resplendent as in a clear sky. It sheds its rays in profusion, and is moist and cool like nectar. Inside it, Candramandala, constantly shining like lightning, is a triangle, and inside this, again, shines the great void which is served in secret by all the Suras, well concealed, and attainable only by great effort, is that subtle Bindu, Sunya, which is the chief root of liberation and which manifests the pure Nirvana Kala with Amakala. Here is the Deva who is known to all as Paramashiva. He is the Brahman and the Atma of all beings. In him are united both Rasa and Virsa, and he is the sun which destroys the darkness of nescience and delusion. By shading a constant and profuse stream of nectar-like essence, the Bhagwan instructs the Yati of pure mind in the knowledge by which he realizes the oneness of the Jivatma and the Paramatma. He pervades all things as their Lord, who is the ever-flowing and spreading current of all manner of bliss known by the name of Hansa Paramahansa. The Shaivas call it the abode of Shiva, the Vaisnavas call it Paramapurusha, others again call it the place of Harihara. Those who are filled with a passion for the lotus feet of the Devi call it the excellent abode of the Devi, and other great sages, Munis, call it the pure place of Prakriti Purusha. That most excellent of men who has controlled his mind and known this place is never again born in the wandering, as there is nothing in the three worlds which binds him. His mind being controlled and his aim achieved, he possesses complete power to do all which he wishes, and to prevent that which is contrary to his will. He ever moves towards the Brahman. His speech, whether in prose or verse, is ever pure and sweet. Here is the excellent, supreme, 16th Kala of the moon. She is pure, and resembles, in color, the young Sunday. She is as thin as the 100th part of a fiber in the stalk of a lotus. She is lustrous and soft like 10 million lightning flashes, and is downturned. From her, whose source is the Brahman, flows copiously the continuous stream of nectar, or she is the receptacle of the stream of excellent nectar which comes from the blissful union of Para and Parama. Inside it, Amakala, is Nirvana Kala, more excellent than the excellent. She is as subtle as the 1,000th part of the end of a hair, and of the shape of the crescent moon. She is the ever-existent Bhagavati, who is the Devta who pervades all beings. She grants divine knowledge, and is as lustrous as the light of all the suns shining at one and the same time. Within its middle space, i.e., middle of the Nirvana Kala, shines the supreme and primordial Nirvana Shakti. She is lustrous like 10 million suns, and is the mother of the three worlds. She is extremely subtle, and like unto the 10 millionth part of the end of a hair. She contains within her the constantly flowing stream of gladness, and is the life of all beings. She graciously carries the knowledge of the truth, Tattva, to the mind of the sages. Within her is the everlasting place called the abode of Shiva, which is free from Maya, attainable only by yogis, and known by the name of Nityananda. It is replete with every form of bliss, and is pure knowledge itself. Some call it the Brahman, others call it Hamsa. Wise men describe it as the abode of Vishnu, and righteous men speak of it as the ineffable place of knowledge of the Atma,